Hey, guys, what's going on? Welcome to my podcast, Bridging the Seen and Unseen. I am your host. I am Shane McLain. Sean's in the background, Gwen's in the background. So, hello to everyone. Thank you for coming to the show. I really look forward to this one. I'm thinking about starting a series called Run It Back, to where I'm going to have some previous guests that we've had on to see where they're at today, what they're doing today, things like this. And the guest that I have tonight, it would be the first to this. And we had an amazing show, the last time. And I really look forward to having another conversation with this gentleman. So, Mr. Jeremy Cotter, can you please come on?
Hey, man, how's it going tonight, Shane?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm glad to have you on, man, and thank you for stepping up, to come on. We had a great show last time, and I'm hoping to do the same because both of us have really come a long way, with the podcast and things like that. I don't know. I know you've had some awesome guests and stuff like that. Man, I think our network, honestly, should do a Run It Back.
Brother, I agree with you to a degree. I haven't quite hit that point yet because, I'm still going strong. I've got guests booked all the way into almost October.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, if you've got that like that, see, I've had so many. Like I said, there's been like very few times to where like I've had to miss the podcast because of like hospital and stuff like that. But I do want to run it back with some people. I do, because like I see them online and I follow, talk to them and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And like some of them, like the last time that I had Larry on, for instance, he was doing the show that he finished. And now if I bring him back on, he can speak about that show.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean, I just, I just think that would be a good idea, and just keep people fresh, like in and through the network and stuff like that. And I appreciate you coming on like this.
You're not a problem, man. I'm always available for anybody that needs me anytime, man. I always say that I'm always ready to go, no matter what.
I know you are, man. I know you are. You are.
I think it's a great idea for you. The Run It Back series should definitely be a Shane McLain special, a Bridging the Seen and Unseen thing. That is something that definitely should be a youth thing, man. I think it's a great idea. I think you should definitely start rolling it back because you've got lineage on here. 2 years, you said, to the day. And
I mean, no, well, 2 years ago to the day, we were at the Fitzpatrick, which is a haunted hotel with Gwen and Lee Triana, like in Georgia, and I mean, that was a great time that we had there.
It's awesome, but the whole thing started a question for, if you had to choose a dream guest, who would you love to have on? Who? Robert Englund. There we go. I can definitely say
dream guest.
A dream guest would be Robert.
Well, the one that I've been wanting to have on is John Zaffis.
He's on my list too. But if we were talking strictly dream guests, Freddy Krueger.
Oh, Robert dream guests. Dream
is my ultimate dream guest, no doubt.
That's a good one, man.
It is. It's something you got to think about deeply because it's something. There's so many people. There's so many avenues you can go. There's so many ways you can take it. I think that's for me, because I've been in his presence once before at a convention, just getting a chance to meet the man and getting an autograph. Robert Englund in my heart would probably be I would love to see
Oh
him
man.
on the
Oh
Office
man.
Tales podcast. Oh my God! Like, you know what? Tonight I have later on Sonia Thompson, who is one of the most recognized walkers on the Walking Dead universe, as well as she was in Zombieland and many other things. I cannot wait to get a chance to talk to her this evening. You know, I gotta tell you, the last month and a half for Twisted Tales has been just humbling and awe-inspiring in my own personal heart. I've had Craig Dowsett, who was Winnie the Pooh and Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey, which spawned the entire like fairy tale horror franchise that's going on right now. You know, I've had James Stokes on. I've
Oh,
had
me too.
yeah,
Me too. He's great.
I had the actor stuntman Bill Perry on, who was in so many different movies across the board of all of our childhoods, from the Lost Boys to the Nightmare on Elm Street franchises and whatnot. You know, I had Lee Triana on recently. I've had, but I am so fortunate that I've had so many great guests, and I have a lot more to come. And I'm going to be branching out, not just with the paranormal and the horror. Thank you. Wicked Wednesdays family is fantastic. It's great. It's also the place to be.
It is
during the week. I know what I'm definitely shouting out our Wicked Wednesdays family. Shout out to Christina with a great episode earlier today. I was able to catch a good portion of that when I was on break at work. She does an amazing job. Yourself, Shane, you've been rocking it since day one.
Thank you, man.
And I'm so proud to have you on Wednesdays with us, and when you joined the family about a month and a half ago. And I call it a family because we all support each other, we all work with each other, and that's the most important thing. And then my brother from another mother, Nathaniel Elwell, who's been chiming in tonight.
Oh yeah, I see him commenting on here right there, and Nate, I know you said that we're rocking it right there, brother. You're rocking it too, man. You know, I mean, dude, like you do an awesome job, and I'm gonna brag a little bit on Nate there, because Nate, when he was doing his TikToks and things like that, you know, he started with the debunking and stuff like that, and I knew when he did those, his personality stood out so much. Yep. That I knew he would do so good with his own podcast, and he didn't have one yet. And he did, and he has been killing it ever since. So, man, kudos to you, man. You're doing an awesome job. He's got a book out. He's working on his second. I think you're on your second book already.
He's working.
You know, which I mean, dude, like. You can't ask for better than that, man. You're doing your thing, and I mean that's just awesome, man. Well, I'm very happy for you, and I'm glad to see that success is coming your way.
I agree with that. You know, Nate's a great guy, and yes, Sean, I do agree. You do a bang up job on Sunday nights, man. You're holding down Sundays. You know, I feel like lately the entire network has been stepping up its game. They've been doing much more. You know, everything has been more polished. Everything has been amazing to see, and I am proud of all of our content creators. You know, all the way down the line, from Mondays, Tuesdays, today, tomorrow, and everything in between. You know, and it all works, and it's only going to get better as time goes on. Especially like the new show that David and Gwen have on Monday nights, the Uncensored. You know, they're bringing something.
Oh, I know, man. I know.
They're putting some more energy into Mondays and really doing a great job with that. And you know, you can't get anywhere without the OG family spirit with Lee and Blake and Gwen holding it down the fort on that one, and Encrypted Nation on Tuesdays. I can say that I am proud of the entire network. Am I a little biased towards Wednesdays? Yes, because Wednesdays is my night. You know, I have the lockdown spot at 9:30 at night, and I don't like to take a lot of. I'm not a very prideful person. I'm not a very ego-driven person. I do feel.
Well, you've been on Wednesdays for the longest.
Since the end of January, when I joined up, and you know, that's why I also give huge credit to Nate, because Nate helped navigate me through the beginning stages of Twisted Tales, and he was my very first guest on my show, and you know, he helped me out a lot. You know, like I said, Sean's been knocking it dead. You know, especially being the backup producer for Gwen and holding down the fort for her. And
I know.
And you know what? I'm going to give special credit for Gwen while we're sitting here, just bringing it all out there. Without her, this doesn't work.
Oh, I know that's a fact. That's a fact.
She is the
I,
battery behind the machine, brother. She is the one that makes sure that we get our shit in on time. She's the one that makes sure that all this shit works. And sorry about the swears, but when I get passionate about something, sometimes
brother, I get it. Hey, and I agree so much with you, man. I've worked with Gwen a long time, and I'm telling you, it is. I have seen like this step up, just keep going with her, and she never stops, dude.
No, you're right. It's amazing with the group of people that we have, Shane. To be honest with you, it's I'm so happy. It was so cool because to run it back a little bit, the history of Twisted Tales. I went to Nate one night. We were sitting there talking. I'm like, hey, why don't we just start co-promoting each other's shows to get more eyes on the product, And then he came up with the idea, why don't we name it Wicked Wednesdays? And then we came up with all sorts of ideas. And then Christina wanted to join in. So we're like, you know what? She's early in the day. It gets a whole day's worth of programming in. And then when we were brought up the opportunity, they wanted to move you into our day. I'm like, something? It fits in with everything we got going on. It really does. Now we have a block from 6:30 to 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, where it's just great programming after great programming. And I can't say enough good things about what we've been going on. It's like I check in with everybody every single day. We have the group page. We're always communicating back and forth. And if everybody spitballs ideas or different images and remakes and ups and everything like that. And I'm gonna say a couple of things that I'm very fortunate this year that I'm branching out into the convention circuit coming up on August 1st up in New Hampshire on the Paranormal Truth Seekers Expo. I'm actually setting up a booth for promoting Twisted Tales and Wicked Wednesdays and the All Access Network. I decided to take on that responsibility. It's an all-day